Hey everybody, I'm Bailey here at Mojo's Music in Edwardsville, Illinois, and today is really exciting because we are taking a look at this one-of-a-kind Taylor Grand Auditorium. This guitar was built to order with our specs that we wanted here at the store. This is a Mojo's Music custom Grand Auditorium from Taylor. And like I said, one of a kind. There's nothing out there that exactly matches this guitar because we built it how we wanted it. And the idea that we had in mind was classic, iconic acoustic guitar. I usually record the playing demos before I talk about the guitar, and I was playing this thing and it just is unbelievable how good it feels, how articulate and powerful and balanced it sounds. This is the Taylor guitar to end all Taylor guitars. And really everything that makes this guitar special is born out of the Grand Auditorium body shape and the tone woods that went into it. So Grand Auditorium is of course the staple of Taylor's lineup, and if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it a million times. Grand Auditoriums from Taylor are the most versatile and flexible acoustic guitars out there right now. Paired with this fantastic body shape and all of its versatility and excellence is two of the best tone woods you could ask for. On the top, we've got Adirondack Spruce, and on the back and sides is AA East Indian Rosewood. These are like the two elite tone woods from Taylor. It's, in my opinion, kind of the best of the best that they have. And it's a classic combination. They work so well together because East Indian Rosewood really has two main features that I hear at least, which is punchy lows and very articulate and intricate highs with a lot of bells. And on its own, those are pretty radical qualities, especially because the East Indian Rosewood has like a scooped mid-range. But when you pair it with a spruce tone wood like Sitka Spruce or Adirondack Spruce, those drastic qualities are really kind of compressed in and made to sound a little more approachable, a little more balanced, and more articulate. And Adirondack Spruce has been paired with East Indian Rosewood because it does just that. And those two woods brought together with kind of more radical but reined in qualities of East Indian Rosewood under a Sitka or Adirondack Spruce top creates a really well balanced and very articulate acoustic guitar sound that also has a lot of punch and a lot of output. Really, there's nothing in the sound of this guitar that makes me think, okay, it's good, but it probably would be limited to doing this thing. It can really handle, I think, pretty much anything that you would possibly want this guitar to do. I tried to put it through its paces, and I played a lot of different ways. I did some more like kind of classic, like pop strumming, you know. And it sounded great there. Particularly, I used a thicker pick for that, and so it had some nice kind of like percussive tone to it, and that pushed through really well. And then I tried to play a little more like some finger picking, arpeggiated stuff, and that sounded good too because the low end notes, even on their own without the strumming, like the full chord to back them up, really had a lot of like strong bass tones to them, and then there was a lot of clarity for the higher notes as well. And then I tried to play a little bit of like bluegrass flat picking on it, and I'm certainly no Billy Strings, but I did my best, and it sounded excellent there. Like that to me is kind of where this guitar shines above everything else, is with some very strong, thunderous picking. It really sounds like it was made for that and can handle just about anything else with masterful sound as well. That's kind of the core of this guitar and what makes it an excellent guitar. Of course, it's set up well, it's built great, the neck feels smooth all the way up and down. As we were designing this guitar, we really wanted something that sounded great and played great, but also looked very timeless as well. And so we tried to go with like a kind of understated look. Like there's not too many visual frills on this guitar. You know, a lot of the Taylors that are more high-end have some more like elegant appointments to it almost. And this one honestly just kind of looks like a really humble acoustic guitar. Like it almost looks like something that you would find in your grandpa's closet that has been sitting in a case for years. Really we wanted to highlight some of the natural appearance features on it. So like just kind of the grain of the spruce, we wanted to highlight how it just kind of naturally has some color variance to it. On top of that, we wanted something that was classic for the appointments, so we went with a torch shell pickguard. Even the rosette is pretty understated, and the binding on the sides of this guitar as well, torch shell. We wanted that kind of classic vintage look to it without really just making it look cheap. And even on the neck, you can see there's not too much going on there. It doesn't have binding or anything like that. The inlays aren't abalone or anything like that. They're pretty basic. And then the headstock, we wanted the mahogany finish to also be on the headstock, so it really just matches the neck. You know, a lot of Taylor headstocks, for the high-end guitars at least, have like some kind of finish on them to give some color variance or something like that. They also usually have like an inlay on the headstock that matches the inlay on the necks. If you don't know about that, you should read it up. It's pretty cool. And then to add a little pop of elegance, we did go with the brass tuners on the headstock, as well as the screws for the truss rod cover. This is undoubtedly one of the best Taylors you will ever play, and I laugh because of course that's just my own opinion, but at the same time it's really not. This thing is just a machine. You know, I was talking to someone in the store earlier, like, oh, that's a big price tag, and it is for sure. It's a custom shop Taylor, but with that you're getting three things that are incredibly sought after in acoustic guitars. One, you're getting rarity and uniqueness. Like I said, this is our custom built Taylor acoustic, which we at Mojo's designed. You're not going to find this guitar again anywhere. Spec wise, maybe you'll get close, but this is our guitar that Taylor made one of. The second thing you're getting is incredible sound quality. It has everything you could ask for from a classic vintage Martin, and everything you could ask for from a new and highly engineered Taylor. It has V-class bracing, just like all the Taylors. It has the ES2 expression system pickups, and all of the thought and engineering and like extremely detailed processes that go into building American Taylors were applied to this guitar. And the third thing you're getting is a timeless and iconic appearance. Like I said, everything about this guitar is meant to make it look like it is the guitar to have for decades to come. We built this guitar with the appearance that we wanted it to have because we thought this guitar will look good and be iconic for the rest of history. So this is the Taylor guitar to have, particularly if you're a fan of vintage guitars and you love the sound and just like the magic that comes with an old guitar, but also you love the engineering and the playability that comes with new guitars and the processes that go into building them. This is literally the best intersection of those two things I've ever played in any acoustic guitar. So if you want to know more about this guitar, you can definitely give us a call here at the store or look us up online at mojosmusic.com. Or of course, we'd love for you to come here and see us and hang out in our store where you can play this guitar, feel it in your hands, resonating against your body, and hear it with your own ears, because there's nothing quite like it. And if you want to keep up with all the other guitars that we see here in the store from Martin, Taylor, Breedlove, Sir, PRS, G&L, and so many others, be sure to like and subscribe so you can keep up with all the new videos that we put out.